My best friend's child was born with my husband's DNA. I wasn't supposed to find out. The paternity test results burned in my hands like fire. 3 simple sentences that shattered my reality. 99.9% probability of paternity. Child Sophia Reynolds. Father Daniel Matthews. My husband. My best friend's baby. 6 months ago, Rachel had asked me to be godmother to little Sophia. I'd held that perfect newborn, marveling at her striking blue eyes, pern just like her father's, Rachel had said. But Rachel's husband, Mark, has brown eyes. So does Rachel. The genetic impossibility had nagged at me for months. Through midnight feedings and Sunday brunches where I watched Daniel bounce Sophia on his knee, his expression unreadable. I am just being parrot-eyed, I told myself, even as I swabbed Daniel's toothbrush while he showered. When the results arrived, I didn't scream or break things. I simply sat at our kitchen island, staring at the water spots on our faucet, wondering how many other things I'd failed to notice over our 8-year marriage. We need to talk, just us now. 20 minutes later, she was at my door. One look at my face and she knew. It was just once, she whispered, tears already forming. We were both drunk at your birthday party while you were in Aspen with your mom. Mark and I had been trying for 3 years. The fertility treatments weren't working. My voice was surprisingly steady, and Daniel just helped out, like borrowing a cup of sugar. He never wanted you to know. He said it would destroy you, and the friendship meant too much. We agreed it was a mistake that could never happen again. I laughed, a hollow sound. You both protected me from your betrayal while I became godmother to my husband's child. Please. Rachel reached for my hand. I pulled away. It meant nothing. It created a human being, Rachel, a beautiful little girl who I've fallen in love with, who has my husband's eyes, who I can never look at again without seeing this betrayal. Daniel came home that night to suitcases in the hallway paired his, not mine. I am not leaving our home because of your mistake, I told him, and I am not pretending this didn't happen. His face crumbled. What are you going to do? The question haunted me for weeks as I moved through life on autopilot, until last Sunday when Mark called me, his voice breaking. Did you know? He demanded. The truth had finally reached him too. Yesterday I sat in a lawyer's office, not for divorce papers as everyone expected, but for something else entirely. When Daniel and Rachel chose their moment of pleasure, they created ripples that destroyed 2 marriages. But they also created Sophia Pertal, an innocent child who deserved better than the adults in her life had given her. Mark wants full custody. I am helping him get it. Not because I've forgiven anyone, but because I've forgiven anyone, but because somewhere in this wreckage of betrayal, here is a little girl with familiar blue eyes who needs someone fighting for her interests instead of their own. Sometimes the most powerful response to betrayal isn't revenge, but refusing to let it change who you are, even when everything else has changed forever. Retry.